Welcome to Fierce Fit Feminine and Other F Words, a place where women come to learn how to improve their health, beauty, body language, and communication. I'm Christine Brunelli, and I'm your host. And today we are talking about something just in time to kick you off for summer. How do you choose the right shades for your face? In other words, how do we choose the right shaped sunglass frames for your face? This also can apply to your reading glasses, your prescription glasses, but we're going to make it fun and go into sunglass shades because that involves color too. Just for fun, shorty little episode because I want you to look hot in your shades. Are you ready? Let's get started. Who do you think of when you think of someone famous or celebrity in sunglasses? I think of Jackie O. So I know that kind of dates me. She was in the Kennedy era, but still it is infamous, that look of big Jackie O sunglasses. We still talk about it today. In fact, I just in May 2022 went through a full 12-week long course and got certified after some pretty grueling testing and exams as an image consultant. So now I am a professional and corporate image consultant for women. And in that course, we talked a lot about shape of a face and shape of frames. And Jackie O came up as an example more than once. And that is because it's iconic. She had that iconic look. Now, I'm not sure if you go to Jackie O, when you think of shades, you may think of someone who, wore maybe little circle readers or someone that wears big flamboyant sunglasses like Elton John. I don't know where your mind goes, but all of us have some image. I always wondered, how did they know what looked good on them, right? How did they decide? And when I go shopping, I know for sunglasses, I would stand at the sunglass counter and try on dozens and dozens of pairs and never know. Like, you can't really see what the shade looks like, the color of the frame looks like on your face when you're shopping by yourself because of the tinted lenses, right? So then I would be like taking selfies or trying to depend on the person that worked at the store. But, they are just making commission. I never really knew if they knew what they were talking about. And so in the course that I just finished, we had an entire segment dedicated to face shape, frames, and accessories and styling everything from the neck up. And I thought, this is gold for my followers. This is gold for my podcast and everyone I know. Everyone needs to know this because if I had this information all the times I went shopping for my sunglasses, it would have saved me a lot of time, money, and hassle. I would actually have my daughter take pictures of me so I could kind of go back in my phone after I tried on a pair and go, yeah, I don't like them. Because when you're trying them on and you look in that little tiny mirror that they have on the carousel, or even if it's a bigger mirror, you still can't really see. So how do you figure out what looks good on you? Well, there's a secret. And the secret is knowing your face shape. That's step one. I've talked about this in previous episodes, but if you weren't with me for those previous episodes, let me give you a review. Your face shape falls into a category of either circular and curved or angled. The circular and curved face shapes are either round or oval. And there is this concept out there that an oval face shape can wear anything she wants. It looks good in everything. And I'm going to get to that in a minute. But right now, just look in the mirror and see, is your jawline strong and angular or is it more curved? Are your facial features more rounded? Are your lips full and round or are they more straight across and sharp? Is your nose kind of round and have curves or maybe bulbous even, like just to give it a name, like what does it look like? Or is it sharp and pointy, like a ski slope? And I'm using these extreme words because it is hard to describe when you're on a podcast. So I'm giving extra descriptives for you to try to figure out your face shape. Because as an image consultant, I could look at you, I could take your measurements, and I could determine in about 2 minutes what your face shape is. But you're here listening to this podcast, either in your car, laying on your bed, cleaning your house, going, oh, I need to look in the mirror. What is my face doing? Well, are your eyebrows straight across, or do they have more of an arch? Are your eyes, the shape of your eyes, more round, or are they more narrow and straight and maybe a little squinty? Okay, so why am I using these words? You are either in the curved shape face family or the angular shape family. Angular face shapes are either square or they're triangular, meaning you have a narrow forehead and you're wider at your jaw, or you're inverted triangle where you have a really wide forehead and you go down into a narrow pointy jaw, or you're a diamond shape where your cheekbones are the widest part of your face, but your chin and your forehead are more narrow. And those are your angular face shapes. The square, you are really square. Your forehead, your cheekbones, and your jawline are pretty much equal in measurement. The rectangle is like a square, except from your hairline into your chin, you have a longer face. So take a look in the mirror. Just flip open the camera on your phone. If you're using your device and not driving right now, take a look. What do you see? Take a picture. Pull your hair off your face. Put it back in a pony and look at the picture that you take. Look straight on into the camera. Don't angle it too far above. Don't angle it too far down. Try to get a little bit above eye level, a tiny bit, and look at that photo. What do you see? If you can't measure it, take a peek. Some people, it's really obvious. It's really obvious if somebody has a square face or if someone has a circle face, a round face. Sometimes it can get tricky when you're looking at, is that an oval or a diamond? And the secret is the jawline. So is the jawline round or is it squared off and chiseled, kind of like at that from the chin to the jawbone? So you want to take a look at that. Once you determine if you're in the curved side, which means you're either round or oval, or you're in the angled side, then you know what you want to look for. And this is it. The curved faces should look for frames that have curves in them, soft, rounded frames. That doesn't mean that you can't have a square lens, right? Sometimes you see square lenses that have a curve to it, so it's like a rounded kind of square. Same thing goes for the angular face shapes. If you're square, rectangle, diamond, triangle, or upside down triangle, you look for frames that have straight angles in them. That doesn't mean that you can't have lenses. Like, let's think of an aviator. If you think of an aviator pair of sunglasses, they kind of have that rounded bottom to the lens. Think of like a pair of police sunglasses, right? They have that rounded bottom, but if the frame has a straight line that goes across the top and the bridge of the nose, that may be just enough for you to be able to pull those sunglasses off and look amazing. The difference between looking good or okay and looking amazing is sticking to these little rules. Curved faces should stick with curved frames. Angled faces should look for frames that have angles, like hexagon, square, rectangle kind of frames. That makes the difference between they look okay to, wow, those were custom made for you. Now, here's the next thing. What about color? How do you decide what color frames you can pull off? You might naturally already know what you like. Now, there are some women out there that just buy black. They just stick with, this is safe, I can wear black. And, to some degree, that might be true. We can wear whatever we want as long as we wear it with confidence. But if you want it to look like, wow, she is styled well, then you follow these fashion rules. Get to know your skin tone color. If you're a cool skin tone, black is going to look fabulous on you, darling. If you're a warm skin tone, you want to stick with the warm tones. That would be in the browns, the tortoises, the dark browns. So always going with black is a safe bet, but it doesn't mean it looks amazing. And that goes the same thing for bright colors like red or purple or turquoise or any of those, yellow. I see these sunglasses and I try them on. And have you ever purchased a pair because you just thought, oh my gosh, these are so fun. We're going to grab these for our girls' weekend at the beach. And then you're afraid to bust them out because you think, I don't think I look good in these. Maybe, I don't know. I've done it. And honestly, for me, I love white frames. I don't know what it is. I see somebody wearing sunglasses with white frames and I'm always drawn to it. I just think they're the coolest looking sunglasses, but I could never get them to look good on me, no matter what. And here's the thing. Black and white actually don't fall in the color wheel, right? If you want to think about your skin tone being warm or cool, you want to go back to the color wheel. There's a warm side and a cool side. And the warm side has all of the peaches, the browns, the yellows and oranges and the orangey reds, and the greens that have a lot of yellow in them. The cool side have all the fuchsia, the pinks, the purples, really pretty sapphire blue, and then the reds that have the blue red. Turquoise is right in the center and is a universal color. So you can almost get away with turquoise depending on the tinge of it, right? It could either be a warm turquoise or a cool turquoise. That's how you choose your color. So when we go back to face shape, this is the one thing that I want to remind you of. There is no perfect face shape. That whole thing about if you're oval, you're perfect. She has a perfect face because she's oval. That's gone. That's old school beauty. Nobody is saying that anymore. Well, old school beauty people might be saying it, but that's really not the way fashion houses are looking at beauty anymore. We are looking at beauty as individualism. We are looking at you as, you know what? Here's her face shape. Let's put this frame on her because this is going to fit her face beautifully. How in the world did someone ever come up with oval being perfection? I'll never know. And if you never heard it, I hope you never hear it again. Okay. But in my era, I'm in my 50s. I grew up hearing oval was the perfect face shape. It is not. That was made up probably by some editor in a beauty magazine. Who knows who made it up? That's old news. There is no such thing as a perfect face shape. The only thing that you need to worry about is having confidence with whatever you put on your face for sunglasses. And if you don't feel that confidence, that's when you go to these rules. So I have made a free guide for you, everything I just said, but in a little bit more detail that you can grab, download it, grab it. It's a PDF. You just get it right on your device. Read this. It even has some visual examples to help you make the best choice for you. I'm linking that PDF in the show notes. And if you don't know where the show notes are, wherever you are listening to this podcast, you should be able to tap on the title and it should drop down a little paragraph about everything that we're talking about. That's where the show notes are. I will link the PDF in the show notes so that you can grab this thing for free to help you on your next excursion for sunglasses when you go shopping. It's just something fun for summer that I wanted to share before we get into June. Oh my goodness, it's already here. Can you believe it? I hope you had fun with this shorty episode. I know I did. Here's to looking hot in your shades. Until next time, thanks for being here. If you found this helpful, share it with a girlfriend. Just hit copy and paste, send it to her phone, or you can just hit the share button. It will allow you to share it anywhere, in an email, in a text, however you want, because this information will help all of us. And why not look amazing in our sunglasses this summer, right? If you're not subscribed, don't forget to hit subscribe. Until the next episode, my friend, have a fierce, fit, feminine, and fabulous day.